ladies, welcome back to my channel. It's Savannah, and in today's video we're going to teach you how to go from this to this. With my shark flex style, all you're going to need is some hair products, your blow dry, with your diffuser attachment, aka the most important part of this whole tutorial, and some time. Let's get into it. If you want to air dry your hair a little bit before you do your makeup or something, do the plop. If you have curly hair, you might know about this already. Just gently pin or clip and plop your hair on top of your head, and it'll give you some extra volume while it naturally air dries. Let's blow, girls. First things first, this is the diffuser attachment that comes with my shark. It has little teeny tiny air holes all over it, and then the finger prongs. The air is what we're going to be using to lock and seal our curls and keep them in place. The less you touch your curls in general, the better. Your frizz will lessen and the pattern will actually stay. So if you do the plop, do it once and then don't touch your hair until it fully dries. That's why when we're using the diffuser, it's going to be touching our hair with air. Seriously. Hair care is really important too. Seriously, if you're blow drying your hair at all, even though I'm going to show you in a second we're using this cool setting, I don't like to use it at full heat really ever, unless you're in a dire emergency and you need your hair to be done immediately. Just spend a little bit extra time, put it on cool, and save your hair, because heat can damage your hair a lot, especially if you're doing it constantly. If you watch, the general idea of the diffuser is to plop your hair and push it up and let the air dry. Hold it in one place for about a minute before you move it. Now, today's recipe for my hair, which is something that's very important to me and something that I do not mess around with, I shampoo and condition. If you are shampooing and you still feel oily, shampoo again. There's no shame in shampooing multiple times, okay? Heat protectant, heat protectant, heat protectant. Put as much and as possible, like seriously, as much heat protectant as possible without weighing your hair down. Yes, there's still a little bit of heat involved in this process, and we love hair. We're going to keep it for as long as we can. It's like a fabric. Ends are not going to regrow. It's only going to regrow from the base. You can't necessarily fix the ends. You just need to protect it while you have it. So a leave-in conditioner is fabulous. I love air dry creams because they cut my drying time in like half. I have a lot of hair, full head of hair. And then a curl cream and a wet mousse. This is what I really need you guys to understand. I hate mousses until I knew how to properly use them. Same with gels. There can be a cast when you use products. I didn't even use a gel today. So if you use a mousse or a gel or whatever, what you're gonna do for the mousse is you're gonna mix it with your curl cream in your hand. Create like a nice, rub it together, create a good paste, and then evenly disperse it throughout your hair. With this, it's going to kind of break down that mousse so it's not so crunchy. Plus, this one I showed you, I've never really had it be fully crunchy or anything like that. It's just a soft, lovely mousse. But I know everyone's hair texture is different. Also, you're gonna need to mess around with the amount of products you use, because you might not have the same amount of hair that I do. You might not even have the exact same hair that I do. That's why I don't want to tell you necessarily always the exact stuff I use and say use it for you, because everyone's hair is so different. If you feel like your hair doesn't have enough texture, let's get you a texture spray. Doesn't have enough volume, let's get you like a root booster, or some sort of a mousse could help. If it's not whole, like there's a product for everything. If you have a goal and you need help, you can leave it in the comments below. There's also so much research out there. Anywho, get into the actual fun part, the diffusing. If you guys have seen people scrunch their hair before, it's where you start at the bottom and you work your way up. That's what you're gonna do with the diffuser. I like to start it at the bottom because it kind of just creates like a big bouncier, fuller curl. And I love to flip my hair over when I'm drying. If you guys remember from my last blowout video, the way you dry your hair is the way it will stay. So if you're upside down and the root is lifted, the hair is going to have more volume. Your hair is naturally heavy. It's going to be longer and have less volume at the root. That's why I do the plop, or that's why I flip over and do this. If you like a perfect part, towards the end when it's almost dry, you're going to want to separate that part and use the diffuser just floating over your part. I don't really care about a part today. As you can see, I just want my hair to be all curly. So I use my arm and I just like try not to touch the curls too much and flip it back and forth. And this motion of pushing and lifting, it's going to help lift your curls. So it does enhance your natural curl pattern, but in reality, I don't really think if you had straight hair this would create curl. It would probably just create a frizz. So it's just going to define your pattern, and in my opinion, finding products can help a lot, because when I get out of the ocean I naturally have waves or curls, whatever you guys want to call them, but sometimes certain products make me look like I have way curlier hair. I honestly should figure out what exactly those are and use them every single time, because I'm not going to lie, my curls are like a fingerprint, okay? okay? Everyone's unique, but mine is never the same. Actually, everyone's fingerprints are always the same. That doesn't make any sense. But I mean, my hair is like my eyebrows. They are never gonna be the same. They are gonna be sisters. And that's okay because it's hair, you guys. I really don't know if you understand this. I'm not a professional. I am a person who's just trying to live my life, have hair that I love. And so that's why I give you these tutorials. If you think I'm here to be a professional, I'm so sorry I tricked you, but haha, I got you. Thanks for watching. I'm not. I'm an average Joe just like you, showing you that you can do it. Because if I can do this, you can do this. I seriously promise. Anyways, I forgot to tell you guys, before I had this shark, I did have a diffuser, and I'll show you it here in a second. It's my Diva Curl diffuser. It's just like this green hand attachment that you put on, and you do this exact same concept. So if your diffuser isn't the same as this shark, this is the same thing. You could literally buy on Amazon a diffuser that will attach to literally any blow dryer you have, and it will give you great results. I wanted to tell you guys, my shark is really great and I love it, but I don't think you can take this with you to other countries, even with an adapter or something, because it is a really high voltage item. So if you go on a cruise, you cannot take this with you. So I did keep my Diva Curl diffuser because I do travel with it, because when I go to really humid places, it takes me so long to blow dry my hair. That's why I love my shark, because genuinely cut my dry time so short. I can't even believe it. And I don't even use the high heat. I use this literal first button of heat, full volume, like 1, 2, 3 for the power. But this is the final look. You guys have any tips that you'd share with me that I missed? Come on, leave it in the comments below. Tell me if you're nice, obviously, please. I'd love to hear. And keep in mind, this video is edited and sped up. Hold it there for a minute, wait for it to dry, and then move the diffuser. And we're gonna pop in some oil. I know you guys know I love my Olaplex and expensive oils, but sometimes a cheap oil works good too. I like my L'Oreal. When my hair's curly, I use this Aussie one. It just adds a little bit of that extra shine back in, and if you use that whipped mousse without the curl cream like I recommended, it can break that cast. I don't like crunchy hair, so if you do it the way I told you, you won't get crunchy hair, but if you have crunchy hair, always break it with an oil. And no matter what I do, if I straighten it, I curl my hair, I do natural, or even if I'm just going to bed, I'm probably going to put some oil in your hair. So I would recommend that to you too. And that's how I do my curly blowout. I know if you guys are the curly police, you're going to get blocked and kicked out of here because this is a safe space. I know my hair is wavy to curly, but this is just for anyone who has similar hair to me. If your hair is even curlier, it's going to be even more gorgeous and more bouncy. So I hope you guys liked today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, if you give it a like, it helps me out a ton. Subscribe to my channel, and I post new videos every Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye. If you like this type of like and subscribe. See you.